One day, you'll wake up and realize you're not young anymore. The question is, will you have what truly matters, or will you be left with regret? Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you the 5 things you must not lack when you grow old. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Number 1. Protect your health. As we age, one of the most vital assets we have is our health. Without it, even the simplest joys become unreachable. Protecting your health doesn't begin in old age, it starts much earlier and requires consistent attention and care throughout life. The key to protecting your health lies not in expensive treatments, but in the daily choices we make. First and foremost, physical activity is essential. Staying active not only helps maintain muscle mass and flexibility but also boosts mood and cognitive function. Walking daily, doing light stretching, or engaging in gentle exercises like Tai Chi or swimming can significantly contribute to long-term well-being. Physical movement also keeps the circulatory system working efficiently, reducing the risk of heart disease and other chronic illnesses. Nutrition is another cornerstone of lasting health. Eating whole, unprocessed foods, drinking plenty of water, and limiting sugar and sodium intake can prevent many age-related issues. A diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean protein supports not only physical vitality but also mental clarity. It's important to listen to your body's changing needs as you age and adapt your eating habits accordingly. Preventive healthcare is often overlooked but is crucial in protecting health. Regular checkups, screenings, and vaccinations can catch problems early and keep chronic conditions manageable. Many people avoid doctors unless something is wrong, but proactive care is far more effective than reactive treatment. This approach includes regular eye and dental exams, which are often neglected but critical for maintaining overall health. Mental health must not be ignored. Depression, anxiety, and loneliness can take a significant toll on an older person's health. Staying socially connected, maintaining hobbies, and practicing mindfulness or spiritual reflection can improve emotional resilience. A positive outlook has been linked with lower levels of inflammation and better overall health outcomes in later years. Lastly, rest and sleep are essential. The body repairs itself during sleep. And poor sleep quality is connected to a host of health problems, including memory decline and weakened immunity. Establishing a regular bedtime routine, reducing screen time, and creating a peaceful sleeping environment can greatly improve sleep hygiene. In the end, protecting your health as you age is about more than just avoiding illness. It's about creating a life that supports longevity, mobility, independence, and joy. With daily care and mindful living, health becomes not just a physical state, but a foundation for a fulfilling life in old age. Number 2. Strengthen family bonds. Family is often our first and last refuge in life. When the busyness of youth fades and the professional titles retire, it is family that remains. Strengthening family bonds ensures that aging is not a lonely process but a shared journey filled with love, respect, and continuity. In a fast-paced world, many people grow old surrounded by screens rather than warm conversations. That doesn't have to be your story. One of the first ways to strengthen family bonds is through intentional time. Make family a priority in your weekly schedule. Regular family dinners, phone calls, and shared activities help keep relationships strong. It's not about grand vacations or expensive gifts. Simple acts of presence and attentiveness go further than we often realize. Listen when your loved ones speak, share stories, and express interest in their lives. Forgiveness is another cornerstone of family unity. Over time, misunderstandings and hurt feelings can create distance. Old age is a perfect time to release grudges and offer or seek reconciliation. Emotional burdens weigh heavily as we grow older, but letting go of past pain brings peace and openness to renewed relationships. Passing on traditions and values is a beautiful way to stay connected with your family. Tell the younger generation about your upbringing, your struggles, and your lessons learned. Teach them family recipes, songs, or cultural rituals. These connections to heritage help young people understand who they are. And they help you feel your life has meaning beyond your own years. Family also includes chosen family. If blood relatives are distant or unavailable, close friends, neighbors, and community members can fulfill these roles. What matters most is the consistency of love and presence. Investing in these relationships ensures you're surrounded by people who care deeply for your well-being. create an environment where family feels welcomed and loved. Make your home a place of warmth, even if it's small. Invite people in, host a meal, or simply have a welcoming heart. Often, it's not the space that matters, but the spirit within it. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for help or express your needs. Allowing your family to assist you can actually deepen bonds. It gives them the chance to give back and show their love in tangible ways. Aging is not just about independence, it's also about interdependence, and understanding that leaning on others is a part of life's beautiful design. In the end, growing old with strong family bonds means growing old with a safety net of love. It means sharing laughter, memories, and milestones together. And most importantly, it means knowing that no matter your age, you belong to something greater than yourself. Number 3, deepen spiritual connection. As physical strength fades with age, the spiritual dimension of life often grows stronger. Deepening your spiritual connection in old age isn't just a path to peace, it's a source of resilience, meaning, and comfort. Whether you follow a formal religion or have a personal sense of the divine, spirituality becomes a stabilizing anchor in the later chapters of life. Spirituality helps answer the deeper questions that come with aging. What was the purpose of my life? What legacy do I leave behind? What happens after death? Engaging in spiritual reflection can ease the fear of mortality and bring clarity and acceptance. It offers the comforting perspective that life is part of something larger and that aging is not a decline, but a transition. One way to deepen spiritual connection is through daily rituals, prayer, meditation, reading sacred texts, or simply sitting in silence. These practices help center the mind, calm anxieties, and connect us with something beyond ourselves. They foster gratitude, forgiveness, and humility, qualities that enrich both inner peace and relationships with others. Attending religious services or community gatherings can also reinforce this connection. Sharing faith with others adds social support, belonging, and shared purpose. If mobility is a concern, online communities and home-based practices can still provide a sense of unity and spiritual nourishment. Forgiveness and letting go are spiritual practices in themselves. Aging often brings unresolved regrets, strained relationships, or personal disappointments. Spiritual maturity involves facing these truths with compassion, for ourselves and others. Letting go of bitterness or self-blame allows room for peace and joy in later life. Nature is another powerful conduit for spirituality. Walks in the woods, watching a sunrise, or sitting quietly by a river can awaken a deep sense of awe and connectedness. These experiences remind us that life is precious and that we are part of a larger, ongoing creation. Leaving a spiritual legacy is another important aspect. This doesn't mean preaching or persuading, it means living your values. Acts of kindness, wisdom shared, and examples set through grace and faith speak louder than words. Writing letters, journaling reflections, or sharing favorite proverbs with younger generations can pass on your spiritual insights. Finally, embracing mortality with grace is perhaps the greatest spiritual act of aging. Accepting that life is finite helps us focus on what truly matters. It encourages us to live each day intentionally, with love and reverence. In essence, deepening your spiritual connection in old age is not just about preparing for the end, it's about living more fully in the present. It brings clarity, courage, and contentment. When the body weakens, the spirit can grow stronger, offering peace that surpasses understanding. Number 4, pursue daily purpose. One of the greatest challenges in old age is not physical decline, but the loss of purpose. After retirement, children growing up, or the passing of a spouse, many older adults struggle with a sense of what now. Yet having a reason to get up each morning is crucial to well-being. Pursuing daily purpose can bring structure, satisfaction, and a renewed zest for life. Purpose doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be meaningful. It could be tending a garden, caring for a pet, volunteering, or crafting. These small acts give rhythm to your days and a sense of usefulness. Purpose helps us feel that our presence matters, that we're contributing to the world around us. Even in small ways, volunteering is a powerful way to regain purpose. Whether helping at a community center, tutoring children, or visiting the sick, these acts of service fulfill deep human needs, for connection, usefulness, and kindness. Older adults bring wisdom and patience that are invaluable to their communities. creative pursuits also provide daily purpose. Painting, knitting, storytelling, music, or journaling can all become sources of expression and joy. Creativity taps into the soul and allows one to leave behind a personal mark. It also keeps the mind active, encourages learning, and can even bring in some income or recognition. Mentorship is another fulfilling avenue. Sharing life lessons, skills, or experiences with younger generations builds bridges and leaves a legacy. This could take the form of informal chats with grandchildren, community talks, or involvement in local schools or mentorship programs. Being a source of wisdom and stability is an honored role in many cultures. Maintaining daily routines is a practical way to sustain purpose. A structured schedule with regular activities, exercise, reading, prayer, social time, creates stability and direction. Without structure, time can feel empty. With it, each day becomes an opportunity. Caring for something or someone also provides deep purpose. This could be a pet, a plant, or even helping a neighbor. Responsibility and nurturing help older adults feel needed and relevant, which is essential for mental and emotional health. In addition, learning can be a lifelong pursuit. Exploring a new language, diving into history, or attending workshops keeps the mind sharp and the spirit engaged. Purpose often arises from curiosity and a willingness to grow. Most importantly, don't confuse purpose with productivity. Your worth is not measured in output. Purpose is about intention, presence, and impact. Sometimes, just showing up, listening, or offering a kind word is enough. In the end, pursuing daily purpose gives life rhythm and meaning. It counters the emptiness that can come with aging and fills life with color and direction. Purpose doesn't retire when we do, it simply changes shape. Finding it each day is a sacred and joyful act of aging well. Number 5. Secure financial peace. Financial peace in old age doesn't mean having vast wealth. It means having enough, and the confidence to know it will last. Many older adults find financial matters stressful, especially when facing rising healthcare costs or reduced income. But with intentional planning and a wise approach to money, you can age with dignity, security, and peace of mind. The first step is to simplify your finances. Streamline accounts, reduce unnecessary subscriptions or expenses, and create a clear monthly budget. Understanding where your money goes helps you stay in control and prevent surprises. Many seniors benefit from setting up automatic bill payments or consolidating accounts for easier tracking. Downsizing can also be financially freeing. Selling a large home, moving to a more affordable area, or letting go of rarely used possessions not only reduces costs but can also simplify your lifestyle. Less maintenance and fewer belongings often bring more peace than luxury ever could. Healthcare planning is crucial. Know your insurance options, whether through Medicare or private plans. Consider supplemental coverage for out-of-pocket expenses, and make sure you understand what's covered. Planning ahead for long-term care, whether through insurance or savings, can prevent emotional and financial crisis later on. Avoid unnecessary debt in old age. While borrowing is sometimes unavoidable, avoid taking on new loans, co-signing for others, or tapping retirement funds too quickly. Protect your assets by avoiding high-risk investments and being cautious of scams, which often target older adults. Seek advice from trusted financial advisors or family members. Living within your means is a virtue, not a sacrifice. Aging brings the freedom to focus on what truly matters. Experiences, relationships, and peace of mind are far more rewarding than material status. Choose simple pleasures over extravagant ones, and embrace contentment. Give wisely, but protect yourself. Many elders want to help children or charities, which is admirable. But do so within your limits. Setting boundaries and communicating clearly about your financial capacity protects your own future. Make a will, assign power of attorney, and organize your documents. Doing so isn't morbid, it's mature. These actions protect your wishes and make things easier for your loved ones. Leaving a legacy of order is one of the most loving things you can do. Lastly, remember that financial peace is also an attitude. Gratitude, frugality, and generosity can coexist. A humble lifestyle, free from the fear of lack, creates a space for joy. You may not control the economy, but you can control your choices and mindset. In the end, securing financial peace allows you to live your later years with calm and confidence. It frees you from worry and empowers you to focus on relationships, purpose, and enjoying the time you've been given. Financial wisdom is one of the quiet pillars of a graceful old age. Number 6. Nurture joyful friendships. Friendship becomes more than just social activity in old age, it becomes a lifeline. As careers end, family members move away, and familiar routines shift, maintaining and nurturing friendships can bring deep emotional and psychological comfort. Joyful friendships are one of the most underrated, yet powerful, supports for a meaningful old age. Loneliness is a growing issue among seniors, and it's linked to increased health risks. But staying connected with friends, new and old, can combat isolation, improve mental health, and even boost immunity. A laugh shared, a memory revisited, or a phone call answered can make all the difference. To nurture friendships, begin by being intentional. Reach out to people, schedule visits, and keep the lines of communication open. Don't wait for others to initiate, be proactive. Reconnect with old classmates, colleagues, or neighbors. Social media and technology can be tools to reignite lost connections, even from the comfort of your home. Joining clubs, community centers, or interest-based groups is another great way to meet like-minded people. Whether it's a book club, a walking group, or a religious study circle, shared interests naturally build bonds. These regular gatherings provide structure, purpose, and the joy of community. Be open to friendships with younger generations. Intergenerational friendships bring vitality, new perspectives, and a sense of legacy. Offer your wisdom and stories. In return, you'll gain fresh ideas and energy. These relationships remind both sides of the value each generation holds. Nurture friendships by being a good friend yourself. Listen with empathy, show up consistently, and be generous with encouragement. Vulnerability builds trust. Don't be afraid to share your own joys and struggles. Deep connections come from authenticity, not perfection. Celebrate small moments together. Share a meal, go for a walk, watch a movie, or work on a project. It's not always the big events that build closeness, it's the accumulation of shared, simple experiences. Show appreciation often. A thank you note or kind word can strengthen bonds significantly. Also, be willing to make new friends. It's never too late. Every stage of life holds the potential for fresh connections. Be curious about others, ask questions, and remain open-hearted. Sometimes, the most unexpected friendships become the most meaningful. In times of illness, grief, or challenge, friendships act as emotional anchors. They bring laughter in dark times, comfort in solitude, and motivation in stagnation. Don't underestimate the healing power of a true friend. Finally, friendships are a two-way gift. They allow us to give and receive love, support, and presence. They teach us patience, forgiveness, and joy. In aging, where much is about letting go, friendships remind us of what we still have, and how rich life remains. In the end, nurturing joyful friendships is essential for aging well. They enrich our lives, ease our burdens, and celebrate our stories. In friendship, we find not just companionship, but the beautiful reminder that we are never alone. Conclusion. As the years pass, life doesn't have to become bitter or empty. With health, family, faith, purpose, and preparation, old age can be deeply fulfilling. These 5 pillars give meaning and strength when youth fades. Cherish them, invest in them, and pass them on. If this video spoke to your heart, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom on living a meaningful life. Thank you for watching. May your later years be your most beautiful yet.